That's why there's so many people out here that have such hard times because of their parents. Such hard times because of their grandparents. Because the people that they loved didn't love them unconditionally. Didn't take care of them the way that they needed. And kids, they need that. They need that love. They need to know. When my nephews are in trouble and they think that they fucking are shittiest kids in the world, I grab them and I hold them if I can, because some of them don't want to hug they don't want to be touched when they're angry, and because then they go and punch you in your fucking crotch because little children and they don't know any better. But you just let them know you're not in trouble. This is just something that you need to learn. You're not in trouble. For example, today, one of my older nephews is in town, and he just got here, and so my nephew got excited that he was here, and he was explaining to him about the game that he was playing. All of a sudden he says, the fucking spider, and everybody just stopped. Everybody was like, you don't say that word, and then he got embarrassed and felt ashamed and ran away. So I looked over at him and I said, hey, you're not in trouble. And he just went, words. Can't find the word right now. Fibrofog. Grunted, there's that word. He grunted at me, and then I gave him some space. 5-10 minutes went by. I heard him playing in the room, and I went in there and went up to him. I said, hey, are you playing the game? And he was like, no, it's not in there. And then I was like, where is it? And he was sitting on it. I said, why'd you put it in your butt? Little kids love butt jokes and fart jokes and poop jokes. And so he laughed, and I said, come on, you're not in trouble. You're just not supposed to say that word. I said, come on and explain to your cousin the game. And he's like, okay. And he grabbed the stuff, and we went in there. So letting him know, hey, you're not in trouble. You are loved. You just don't say that word. And it's just a word. And I say fuck so much, and I'm sure he got it from me. And another example would be my nephew another nephew, there's 3 little ones, hit me so hard in the fucking face. And I was like, well, dude, what the hell? And I went and I was in pain, and I went and sat down, and he was crying. He was so upset that he was in trouble. And then he came and he apologized to me, and I picked him up and I held him, and he was crying. And I said, you are not in trouble. I said, you just need to make sure that what you're doing, you need to look out for people. You got to make sure you don't hit them in the face. And he just laid there with me for 30 minutes, and he almost fell asleep, and I almost got in trouble for that. But you have to love kids at a young age so they don't turn out to be fucking anxious human beings. Kids have these ideas that nobody likes them. That's the main root for a lot of people, is that they weren't loved properly as children, so now they've grown up and they are not loving other humans properly. And I have to tell myself that so many times when I am angry, or when I am upset, or when something comes to me and I'm like, fuck, people aren't loved properly. But as an adult, you fix that shit. You fix it, period. You fix whatever. As an adult, you're in charge of your own mental health. When you were a kid, you had no control of that. You had no control of the way your mom treated you. You had no control of the way your dad treated you. You have no control over your siblings, any family member, your friends. You had no control over that shit. So you grew up and you're this way. And guess what? That is all you, baby. You take care of you. You have to fucking take care of yourself. You have to go to therapy. You have to get on medication. You need to do the exercise. You need to do this. Journaling is not going to fix everything. Reading about self-help books is not going to fix everything. You have to take care of you and fix it. Take care of you. You have to fix yourself before you fucking hurt other people who are just here to love you. Hurt the children that are involved. Hurt family members. Hurt your friends. You're burning all these bridges when it's all you. You could have fixed it. You're alone. And this is all you. Everybody. With me. I love going to therapy. I love talking to somebody and be like, this is the shit that I'm going through and this is what's going on, and they give you good advice and they're like, you need to work on this, and you're like, okay, cool. When you are in fucking friendships and your friends tell you, dude, blah, 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 and you're like, okay, cool. I'll work on it. But a lot of people don't do that. And that's something that's, hoo-hoo, hello. A lot of people don't do that. I could be honest and say that, hey, when somebody's coming at me, I'm not hearing what they're saying because you're fucking coming at me. You're not letting me fucking talk. You're not letting me say anything. You're just fucking upset and you're coming at me with bullshit when you don't even know the situation. You're being jealous. You're being overprotective, oversensitive about the situation when sometimes things are just things. Period. And I know I just realized I say period a lot. So, in closing, take care of your mental health, your self-care, your family and friends. Treat others the same way you want to be treated. Your mental health is number one. If you're unhappy, just leave the situation. Take care of it. Because you come first. Numero uno. But in that manner, you still treat others the same way you wanted to be treated. You do not leave them in a place worse than what you met them. There's this level, like, here they are. They have all these things. They're this way. Don't go and ruin them and make them fucking less than that. You took away this from them. You did this to them. You did this to them because they trusted you. Do not do that to another human being. Plain and simple. Do not crumble somebody. You do not hurt somebody that you supposedly love. Even if you don't love them and you don't anymore, or you just don't treat humans that way. Period. Just don't treat humans shitty. And so I'm gonna have stickers coming up in probably not this month because I need to catch up on some bills. Next month I'm gonna probably have some stickers. I'm gonna have Roosevelt Rebel stickers, Rebel Riot stickers, and Shot About It stickers. A new episode about Shot About It will probably be released tomorrow. And sometimes I wonder if I'm a little too much on these podcasts because I'm afraid of being vulnerable. I'm afraid of hurting other people's feelings. I'm afraid of people knowing things. But you know what? As a public figure, I'm going to say things, and this is my version of what happened. And believe me, I'm a type of person that can see from both angles. Okay, I was this way, this was this way, this is what happened. I can always put myself in the third category of watching the things played out, and I can sit back and say, hey, I was pretty much a dick, or I shouldn't have done this, and I can easily call myself out on things. But because I have been through therapy, and I have been made sure to pay attention to the way that I'm treating others and what they're saying when they're saying, hey, you're making me feel this way. And I'm like, okay, I'll work on it. Because guess what? I learned that from my fucking family. My mom and dad do it all the time. So thankfully I have a somewhat healthy, more healthy than most people's relationships to fucking look after. So, as I said, mental health, take care of yourself. Stickers are going to be coming out probably next month. Check out my _rebel_riot_ on TikTok. And, oh, you know what? On Facebook, it's Rebel Riot LLC. And then there's the regular OG_TR Beltran on Instagram. And I noticed today it's OG's TR Beltran on Instagram. But just look for me. And a new Shot About It will be coming out tomorrow, I think. So just let me know how this podcast goes. If you feel like... give me feedback, people. If you're listening out there, give me feedback. Let me know if I'm too vulnerable. But I feel like being vulnerable... I can't even say the word right now because my tongue hurts. From salt or something. So just let me know what you guys think. I would love to hear from you. You can email me at rebelandmayhem@gmail.com. That is rebelandmayhem@gmail.com. Hope you enjoyed this podcast. I'll be back next week with a new episode. And that one's going to be an artsy one. It's not going to be about mental health. We're going to do something happy. But I've been going through some shit, and, mental health, especially with this pandemic, is something that needs to be talked about because a lot of people don't talk. So I'm talking about my mental health and how other people's shit has affected my mental health and how we can take care of each other and not fuck up each other. Period. Don't fuck each other up. Thank you for tuning in to Roosevelt Rebel. I'm your host, Tisa Rebel Beltran, and I'll be in next week with a new episode. Bye-bye.